You sneaking around the corner and not trying to get caught. But Christ is looking at you, yeah, he know your thoughts. I don't need no gun, don't know no red dot. Got my two-edged sword, then your head chopped off. Then your head chopped off. With these scriptures, they gon' rock. With your head chopped off. And all these heathen gay on mock. With they head chopped off. And with your head chopped off. With they head chopped off. With they head chopped off. Christ coming with a sword and your head chopped off. You're not trying to serve the Lord, then your head chopped off. Christ coming with a sword and your head chopped off. You're not trying to serve the Lord, then your head chopped off.
Time is it? War time! Time is it? War time! You are Israelite now from the 12 tribes of Israel. Your daily conversation should be these laws, statutes, and commandments. Bring it out!
Told us and warned us about this. Read.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 18. Whosoever he be that doeth rebel against thy commandment.
If you rebel against the Lord God of Israel, what's going to happen? Read.
And will not hearken unto thy words and all that thou commandest him, he shall be put to death.
You're going to be put to death, man. He has angels out here ready to put us to death when we go off. When we know that we Israel, right? And we still don't do what he told us to do. You understand that? Hey, real quick, how you doing, bro? My name is Yari. What's your name? What's your name, bro?
My name's Curtis.
Curtis?
Look. I'm just gonna say this.
I'm Yari, bro. Hey, look, that you're the ruler, that you're the true ruler of the earth, and your people are the true rulers of the earth. Hey, brothers on the boat, have you guys been told that you are the true rulers of this earth ever in church, by your mamas, at school? We have never been told this, but that's the truth of the Bible that we're bringing out. Let me ask you another question, Curtis. Do you consider yourself a man? Give me 1 Kings chapter 2. Do you consider yourself to be a man, Curtis? Like, you know, like if you talk to somebody and say, hey man, you know, I'm a man. You know, or, you know, our people like to say, man, you can't tell me what to do, man. I'm a grown-ass man. Watch what the Bible says about us being men. This is what we're out here for. Read.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 2, verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
So this is King David telling his son, Solomon, show yourself to be a man. Read.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways.
That's how we show ourselves to be a man, Curtis. To keep the charge of the Lord, walk in his ways. Read.
To keep his commandments.
To do what?
To keep his statutes. And
to do what?
To keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies.
You see that? This is how we show ourselves to be men. Read it again. Remember, this is a father talking to his son. Curtis, just like you would teach your son. Say, son, look, this is what you got to do in order to be a man in God's eyes. In God's eyes, this is what you need to do to be a man, son. Read it from the top. 2.
1 Kings chapter 2, verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man, and keep the charge of the Lord thy God.
See that? Show ourselves the men to keep the charge of the Lord thy God. Read.
To walk in his ways, to keep his statutes, and his commandments, and his judgments, and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest.
And if you notice, it said, so that we may what?
And thou may prosper in all that thou doest.
That's the only way we're going to be able to prosper as well. That's the only way to show ourselves to be men in God's eye. That's also the only way we can prosper, Curtis.
Bruh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
It's too loud for me.
Is it loud on you?
It's too loud. Look, you're screaming at me.
So look, check it out, Curtis.
Get a word in there.
The reason.
Let me get by you right
The
now.
reason being, Curtis, because we want everybody to hear.
But I want you to hear me.
So what you got to say?
I'll be back when we do a one-on-one because this is just too much.
Well, okay, well, what is the one-on-one useful for to you?
I was trying to hear what you got to say, but I can't hear you because you're screaming at me.
You can't hear?
I can't hear you.
So you're saying the speaker's too loud?
It's too much.
It's just too much for you?
It's too much.
That's another part of being men. You know, men, we are abrasive. Give me Isaiah 58:1. That's the other part of being a man, Curtis. Curtis, we're not weak out here. Boys are weak, Curtis.
All I'm saying is that if you want to talk to me, talk to me.
I understand what you're saying.
To the whole neighborhood.
Hey, I'm talking to you right now, Curtis.
I want a one-on-one. I don't want to.
Okay, so my question.
You want to minister to me. Minister to me.
What is the one-on-one going to do for me?
I don't know. What's it going to do for you?
Well, you said you want a one-on-one.
I know that I can't do this. I want to listen to you, but I can't do this. That's all I'm saying. I can't do the noise.
The noise.
It's offensive to me.
Okay.
It's messing with my spirit.
How so?
I just told you the noise.
I know. So how is
It's
it messing
offensive
with
to my ear.
How is it offensive? Are you sure it's not the word?
Look, if I walk into an elevator, I'm understood again. That's like it's offensive.
Okay.
Because it's messing with my nose. This is messing with my ears, is all I'm saying.
It's too loud.
It's too loud.
Okay, so let me say this. We're not strong to be men. That means we're boys.
Bruh.
Now I'm not saying that.
I feel like you're calling me a boy.
No.
Are you calling me a boy?
The Most High God says we are
So
boys.
you're using God's words to call me a boy. God
No.
made me a man.
No.
And I'm a man despite that. God, that's between me and God. I ain't out here to argue and fight with y'all. But I ain't gonna be,
We're not showing ourselves to be men. So if you want to show yourself to be a man to God,
I ain't
what does the Bible say?
no.
Read it again.
I show
Without the
myself
mic.
to be a man to my family.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2. And go the way of all the earth. Be strong therefore, and show thyself a man, and keep the courage of the Lord thy God.
That's how you show yourself to be a man, Curtis. That's the problem with the Israelites, the so-called blacks, natives, and Latinos. We are offended by God's words.
Right.
We hate God.
Right.
Give me Psalms 119.
Bring it out.
Verse 60. No, I want 65. 165, right? Give me that. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 165. Great peace have they which love thy law.
It says, great peace are they that love the laws of God. But when you don't love the laws of God, what?
And nothing shall offend them.
When you don't love the laws of God, you become offended. But if you love the laws of God, what?
Lord, I have hope for thy salvation. Nothing shall offend them.
If you love the laws of God, nothing will offend you. The brother said it's too loud. No, what the problem is the message was burning his soul.
Right.
We get offended by the words of God because we don't know God and we don't love God. We hate God as a people. You so-called blacks, natives, and Latinos. The scriptures tell us if we came to another nation, they will listen. The so-called Arab man will listen. The so-called Chinese man will listen. The so-called white man will listen. If we came at them, they're going to listen. But we come to our people, the so-called blacks, natives, Latinos, they don't want to hear nothing we got to say. Why? Because we're reading the Bible. They say, talk to me from yourself, brother. Don't read that Bible to me. That's the problem with our people. Time after time the prophets come out and no one gives honor to the words of God. Go ahead. Give me Matthew 18:3.
Bring it up. Because the brother said, hey, look, you calling me a boy using the Lord's words. The Lord says you have to be born again. He said he was offended by all this that we were saying, right? The speaker, but like the officer said, he was really offended by the word. Read.
That's right. The book of Matthew, chapter 18 and verse 3.
Bring it up.
They said, verily, I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children.
Unless you become like little children and learn over again, because you ain't supposed to be smoking no square. You ain't supposed to be doing your pleasure on the Sabbath. You in the midst of wickedness and you can die. If we were in the midst of wickedness, we can die. It goes for both of us. Hey, sir, how's it going? Read.
Ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Give me John 3:3. Hey, sir, you know your nationality? Oh, he bugged out right now. All right, give me that John 3:3. These are fundamental things that we have to understand when we want to repent, that we have to come as a new creature. Read.
The book of John, chapter 3 and verse 3. Jesus answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again.
You have to be born again. You have to be born again of that water, that spirit. Get your spirit renewed and learn who you are. Read.
He cannot see the kingdom of God.
You ain't gonna see the kingdom of God. You can't come in as a grown-ass man trying to mix your doctrine with the word of the Lord that can't be broken. Give me John 8:43.
The children of God. We are not black men, we are Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. And our children too. And our children too. We have repented. We have repented. How about you? How about you? People want to know, who's the king?
Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.